Hello everyone, I want to introduce the Technology Resource Request form. This is a form that we're going to use to help track the various resources that are purchased across different buildings and also allow us to make sure that resources that are being used in the classroom are approved for data privacy and use with students, and also allow us to manage the request properly and make sure we go through proper protocols for data privacy. So this form can be used with all software digital media requests. The form can be submitted by admins and/or educators. All resources are reviewed for data privacy and require administrative approval. So, just to note, this is a bit.ly link, so it's a short link, and just remember the back end of the link is request a digital resource. So that might make it a little easier to remember. So if we click on the link, it will bring you to this form. And it does say here, the form should be completed prior to a purchase of a digital resource or software. The purpose is to align school purchases to not only track the need for the purpose to check for data privacy, but also take advantage of bulk purpose discounts and be aware of renewals across schools. It also allows us at the end of the year to review software that has been purchased across schools and be able to track end dates appropriately. So it's going to collect your email address. It's going to ask for a requester name as well, just as a double confirmation. Select your school, or if you're a district personnel, you're going to put the name of the digital resource. And we have some purposes here. So it might be an instructional resource, it might be a special educational resource. I have a range of resources here. If one of them does not match what you're looking for, you can always put other and then fill it out at the bottom, provide a little bit additional information on the purpose of the resource. And what is a brief description? This is how it's going to be used. Maybe you're using it with students for digital assessment. Maybe you're using it for a whiteboard. Here's where you're going to put a brief description. You're also going to have to need to know the vendor name when you complete this form. This is who you're purchasing it from, the vendor website, so that in case there needs to be contact from my team or someone in purchasing, a vendor contact email. A lot of times subscriptions require us to contact a vendor to get an updated quote, and the anticipated number of users. And that's important because if there are 10 users at one school or particular software, it may be beneficial to look at a number of other users who may be at a different building and see if there's a benefit to the district to purchasing a district license if it's a widespread piece of software. There's also a department or subject area, just so we can align that resource to a subject area or department. And also we have the North Reading data privacy contracts approved for privacy. And so I do want people to, when they're filling out this form, to take a quick look at our current data privacy contracts. I put the link directly to our search page for the SDPC resource registry. If you scroll here, you'll see that there is a search tool. So if I, for example, put Canva into the search, Canva for Education comes up as active and approved for our district. If you want to note here, you see there, our district. So this is a quick way to quickly check a tool and make sure that it's approved for privacy. Okay, and I'll have some other information around this process coming out, but the link is right here on the form. So when you are submitting the form, you want to search this tool and then provide the answer if it's yes, no, or unsure. And then also the anticipated yearly cost and the request approved by a principal or other administrator, start date, renewal date, basically the date that you intend on starting or the contract for the software has been begun, the renewal date, and additional details. So this is where you could put the purpose for the resource, or maybe there's a very specific need aligned with the resource, and then you want to go ahead and submit the form, of course. And you'll see I do have a range of required questions. And ultimately, these requests do go through administration for the purpose process, just like any other type of request. But what this does is allows my team to confirm the request at the location it's made and also double check the privacy and also any other potential issues that might be involved with the software or the resource. So thank you for taking a chance to look at this video. And let's please try to use this form and um, be a little more aligned with how we're using our resources.